Across the world, towering concrete monoliths rise, casting long shadows on the cities they inhabit. These stark, imposing structures, raw and unapologetic, are not just buildings, they are statements. But statements of what, exactly? To some, these buildings represent the future, a vision of progress, a bold defiance of tradition. To others, they are symbols of alienation, harshness, and oppression. This is Brutalism, an architectural style that has divided opinion since its inception, inspiring both admiration and fierce criticism. Brutalism emerged in the mid-20th century, born from the ashes of the Second World War. In a world that had just witnessed the horrors of war and destruction, the architects sought to create something new, something that broke away from the past. And they did so with concrete, the material that became synonymous with the movement. Often referred to as the architecture of the future, Brutalism found its roots in the 1950s and 1960s, led by figures like Le Corbusier and the English architect Alison and Peter Smithson. The term Brutalism itself was coined from the French word béton brut, meaning raw concrete, a material that became the hallmark of the style. But Brutalism was not just about concrete. It was about embracing honesty in materials, rejecting the ornamental excesses of the past, and creating structures that were functional above all else. Le Corbusier's vision of architecture was deeply intertwined with the idea of social progress. His buildings weren't just meant to be shelters, they were to be instruments of societal change, elevating the living conditions of the masses. Brutalism, with its fortress-like qualities, was seen as a way to represent the power and potential of the modern state. But as time went on, Brutalism began to fall out of favor. What was once heralded as a beacon of modernism soon became the target of public scorn. Brutalist buildings, with their imposing forms and cold, unyielding surfaces, were criticized for being inhospitable, oppressive. The very material that made them stand out also made them stand apart, cold, gray, and devoid of warmth or human connection. Critics argue that Brutalism strips away the human scale, replacing it with monolithic structures that tower over people, making them feel insignificant. The style's harsh, angular lines and rough textures seem to demand a reverence that the human spirit resists. These buildings, intended to evoke strength and resilience, often instead evoke feelings of isolation and alienation. For some, they are symbols of failed utopian ideals, buildings that promised equality and social reform, yet now stand as monuments to decay and neglect. Yet, even as Brutalism has been criticized and, in some cases, demolished, there has been a resurgence of interest. A new generation of architects and designers are beginning to re-embrace Brutalism's raw beauty. For some, it's a reaction against the sleek glass and steel buildings that have come to dominate our cities. In an era where the global landscape is dominated by generic skyscrapers and polished surfaces, Brutalism offers something different, a bold statement of individuality, a defiance of convention. The very things that once made it controversial, the use of raw, unadorned materials, its stark geometric forms, are now being seen as a refreshing departure from the smooth, sanitized surfaces of modern design. For its supporters, Brutalism is more than just architecture. It's a philosophy, a way of thinking about space and society. These buildings are meant to challenge the status quo, to push boundaries. The roughness of the material speaks to the unvarnished truth of the modern world, the beauty of imperfection, and the power of the human spirit in all its flaws. And there is beauty in that rawness, in the way the concrete absorbs and reflects light, how the brutal lines carve out spaces that feel immediate, real. A brutalist building does not lie. It shows the truth of its materials, of its purpose. It's not about hiding flaws, but exposing them, embracing them. Brutalism, with all its controversy, remains a reflection of the times that birthed it, a mirror held up to a society that was both striving for progress and grappling with its own darkness. Loathe it. Brutalism forces us to confront something deeply uncomfortable, the tension between form and function, between beauty and alienation. And perhaps that's the point. Brutalism is not meant to make us feel comfortable. It's meant to make us feel something, to make us question the world around us, the world we've built, and the world we want to leave behind. Brutalism may be controversial, but it is undeniable. It stands as a testament to ambition, to the dreams and failures of a generation that believed in the power of architecture to change the world. And in a way, it has. Whether loved or hated, brutalism will continue to challenge us for years to come.